Stripe decided to shut our account down. We were doing 5 to 6K per day in revenue, and all of a sudden we get a message from Stripe saying we are closing your account right away. There is no warning, nothing. It is just, we're just closing your account. Not just that, but they're also saying we're not going to give you any money. Like everything that we have in the Stripe is going to be held in the Stripe and we're going to keep it. Also, we're going to refund everything that you ever had. Okay, that's exactly the message we got. So they're like, we're going to refund everybody, and anything that's remaining, we're going to keep it. You're not going to get anything. That was a massive surprise, and I have never had that happen. Typically, what they will do is that they will keep like 25% reserve, and then they'll give you warning that, hey, your account is going to be shut down, so be careful. And then after that, if the numbers still don't improve, if the dispute doesn't go down, if the chargeback doesn't go down, right, if the failed payments doesn't go down, then about a month or so, they will close your account, but they will reserve your money, they will hold your money, and they will give you the money back in like 6 months or a year. I've had that happen in the past, and I was able to get the money, right? But this time, this was different because they're like, we're not going to give you any money back. We're going to refund all of the payments. So everything that you ever had. And again, we're doing 5 to 6K per day. So we're talking like 100,000 plus in revenue. It was devastating, to be honest. I was shocked. The business kind of ended overnight. So I had to find another way of processing the money. I reached out to a different company, PayDirect. They have been fantastic. I've worked with them in the past. I like them because they make it super easy. They're not going to shut your account down just like Stripe did, but there is some drawbacks of using Easy PayDirect as well. So I would prefer to use Stripe, but if Stripe is going to refund all the customer all of a sudden without even giving any warning and keep all the money that we have in the Stripe account, then I mean, why would anyone use Stripe, right? It doesn't make any sense. So here's some of the reasons why I think Stripe shut us down, and here's some ideas that I have how we can do better as well. The number one reason why I think Stripe shut us down, and it was kind of hinted in the messaging, they did not give me the exact reason. It's always the vague, oh, this and that, right? But they said that the card might be stolen. They said it might be stolen. I don't know why they thought that, but the card is definitely not stolen. You know, it's customer paying for the product with their credit card. This is a real thing. Like, I don't understand why that could be a stolen card. So when I saw that, I was shocked, right? And then I started looking into the reasons. The first one is that we were only collecting email and phone number. And that was correct. I did not know Stripe wants more information. If you collect bare minimum information, they would actually shut your account down. They will close your account down. They think it's a stolen credit card because you're collecting minimal information. You need to provide Stripe full name, email, of course. They want phone number, but they also want billing address. So whatever the street address it is, right? They also want zip code as well. So whatever zip code that the person might be. On top of that, they're also getting IP address. So they also know what IP the person bought the product from. So they already have that, right? So those are the information they need. We're only collecting email and phone number. And because of that, for some reason, the system thought it was a stolen credit card. I don't know why. And they shut us down. So that's basically what happened. Now, in the past, there are many reasons why Stripe will shut your account down, right? Stolen credit card is, I feel like it's a big issue because that seems like a major problem, right? I would definitely want Stripe to shut account down for someone who is using a stolen credit card, but that's not us. So I would definitely, that's a big claim, right? To say that you are stealing a credit card, right? That's a big claim. If someone is doing that, Stripe should definitely shut the account down. But even after appealing, even after showing the proof, even after giving them all the details, they would still not open the account. It's gone at this point. But we have a different account now running that, so it's fine at this point. The other reasons would be failed payments. So if you have a lot of failed payments, they will also shut your account down. Make sure you don't have a ton of failed payments. So that is also the other hint, which means that you're getting a lot of credit cards, a lot of people to buy the product, but it's getting failed, right? That also is kind of a hint that it may be a stolen credit card as well. You don't want a lot of failed payments. The other thing is dispute, a chargeback, right? That has been the primary thing. Stripe cares about this. The number one is that if you have chargeback, anything above 1%, they are very, very strict. They will shut your account down, right? It is very, very well known in the industry how strict they are. And this is the first time I've seen they would actually refund your money, which I have never heard of it in the past. But they're very strict about chargeback. You don't want any chargeback at all in your Stripe account. If you do, you are in trouble because they are going to shut your account down. So you want to be careful about that. The next thing is a refund. If you have a lot of customer asking for refund, then of course they are going to shut your account down. The refund rate is typically around 10 to 20%, maybe less than that, or maybe even like 5% or less. I don't know how much the refund rate is normally, to be honest, but these metric, these criteria that Stripe has, right, whatever they have, if the refund rate is higher, they will close your account. So you gotta make sure the refund is not high. If you all of a sudden have a massive chargeback and you also have few customers asking for refund all of a sudden, but you don't have any new purchases coming in, that specific week or that specific month, it may look like you have a high chargeback and you have a high refund rate. That's when they will close your account. Doesn't matter what happened in the past 12 months, they will close your account down. Kind of frustrated. The money is still stuck. We have tons of money in Stripe still stuck. I don't know what to do. We have been reaching out to Stripe, but at this moment, I don't know what else we could be doing. We're trying our best to contact different people inside the Stripe, and we're trying our best to get someone on the phone to help us to release this fund. But at the moment, we're trying what we can do. I would not recommend Stripe at all. I think Stripe has a monopoly in this industry because Stripe is very easy to use. They make it super simple, but they are also very strict and they will your account down right away. So if you are in any online marketing kind of space, right? If you are selling courses, if you're selling coaching program, you're naturally going to have some refund and chargeback, right? In that sense, Stripe is not the best solution. You need to find something else. And there is a whole bunch of different options. I use Easy Pay Direct, but there is other options as well that are better than Easy Pay Direct. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't found it, but I think there are other options. People use Braintree, checkout.com. There's other options too. So knowing that, I'm definitely not going to go back to Stripe. I will be very careful, even with Easy Pay Direct, making sure I have all the information for the Easy Pay Direct so that they don't our account down. And I also think somebody could make something like Stripe with a much more lenient process. I think it could be done. If Easy Pay Direct can do with them, then I know somebody else can build something like Stripe that is super easy and simple to use as well. So that's just my experience and that's just my thoughts. If you found this video helpful, let me know and I might make more videos like this. All right.